This video tutorial will guide you in how to use ThingLink as either a scavenger hunt or as a resource list. ThingLink is a great web tool for creating interactive images that will link to websites, videos, and images. Let me show you an example. I'm going to click on Me. I'm already logged into my ThingLink account, so I'm going to click on Me. And here is an example of a scavenger hunt that I did using the solar system. So I uploaded this image, and then I made these little hotspots on my image to talk about the different parts of the solar system. Notice for each little hotspot there is a question that the students have to answer. So they will click on this resource, and then using pencil and paper, they will write down the answer to this question. This is a perfect example of how to do a scavenger hunt using ThingLink. So now I'm going to guide you into how to create one. So I'm going to click on the Create button. The first thing you'll need to do is upload your image. Now, if you have an image on your computer, you'll choose Images here to get it off the hard drive of your computer. Or if you found an image on the web and you right-clicked and got the URL directly to that image, you could do it here. I'm going to go and select an image on my computer. And the image that I'm going to select is the butterfly life cycle. So it is now uploading. Once it uploads, I'm going to click right here to see Fit, and that positions it perfectly on my page. So now I'm ready to start making some little hotspots that are going to link to either websites or videos or images to help my students discuss the different stages of the butterfly. Now I'm going to open up another browser down here. I'm going to open up Chrome, because you'll notice with Chrome I have already picked the sites that I want to use for this particular activity. The first one being Enchanted Learning, where it talks about the butterfly egg. So this will be perfect for my students to get information. So I'm going to come right here and click once to right click and make a copy of that URL. And then I'm going to minimize that to get back to my ThingLink activity. And now I'm ready to add my first hotspot. So I click one time under the egg, and notice this is where I'm going to right click and paste my URL. And this is the text that the students will see. So on this one, I'm going to say, visit the site to find out more about the egg stage. Write a sentence describing the first stage of the butterfly. And I'm going to click on, oh, and one other thing, right now I have mine set on question. You can choose different icons from their icon library, but I like the one with the question because the students know that they need to answer a question. So I'm going to keep mine in question, and I'm going to save that tag. So I now have my first hyperlink, and my students will be able to work with that. I'm ready to move on to the next one, which is the caterpillar stage. Again, I'm going to bring up my window. This time, I'm using a World Book article on the caterpillar so the students can get information here. So again, I'm going to right-click, copy that URL, minimize that browser, and I'm ready to do my next one. So I'm going to click next to caterpillar. I'm going to right-click and paste that URL. And now my question for that one. And I'm going to say, describe the caterpillar stage. Again, I'm going to keep the icon as a question mark and save that tag. Bring back up my browser, and you'll notice that I have a Gale URL that I could use for one. This one is a brain pop activity that brings them directly to information about the butterfly stage. I'm going to go ahead and right click and copy this one. This URL brings my students directly to this brain pop activity. And now I'm going to minimize that. This brain pop activity was perfect for the last stage, which would be the adult butterflies. I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but just to give you an idea of the different resources. So I'm going to click right here for adult butterfly, and I'm going to paste. And I'm going to say, write 2 facts about the to write 2 facts about the adult butterfly stage. So they'll watch the Brain Pop video and they'll write 2 facts that they've learned about the butterfly stage. Again, I'm going to keep that little question mark and I'm going to save that tag. Now let me show you a couple of other ones before I show you how to share this. So I'm going to bring back up my sites. And this one right here is a Discovery Ed video. Now I have logged into Discovery Ed. I did my search and I found this little video clip. It's 5 minutes on the pupa stage. Now when you're using Discovery Ed and you don't want your students to have to log into Discovery Ed, if you get to the video clip right here and you right click and go to Output, this is the URL that will bring them directly to that video clip and they will not have to log in to Discovery Ed. So I am highlighting that URL. I'm going to make a copy. Again, I'm going to minimize that. And this one was for when the butterfly leaves the cocoon. So I'm going to click right here. I'm going to paste that URL. And I'm going to say, watch So I'm going to say, watch the video clip and describe what it looks like when the butterfly leaves the cocoon. Again, I'm going to keep the same one and I'm going to click Save. So that gives you an example of the different resources that you can use with ThingLink. Anything that creates a URL, let me show you one more. So I'm going to bring up my web browser one more time. And this one is actually an image that I found on the web, and I want my students to be able to look at this image and write a description. So I am in Chrome browser, and if I wanted my students to link directly to this image without having to go to the website, I could right click and there is copy image URL. Again, this is Chrome. For Internet Explorer, you'll go down to properties to get that URL. So I'm going to click on copy image URL. And I'm going to minimize this one more time. And for this one, I'm going to use it here because this is the perfect one for them to see the different stages of the pupa when it's leaving its nice little nest, turning into the butterfly. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to paste my URL. And I'm going to say, So I'm going to say, take a look at the image link and describe what you are seeing. And again, I am going to save that image. So once I'm done with all of my links, I'm going to click Save Image. And now you can see as I hover over each one of my question marks, I see the text and it tells my students what to do for each one. So see this one, because I used the image, it actually shows them an image. Take a look at the image link and describe what you're seeing. And you can see the different ones. Now, once you have completed your ThingLink, you're going to see these buttons here. This is the edit button where you can go and you can add more. But this is the one, share. When you click on share, you will, let's see, I'm going to click on allow access. You will get the URL to your ThingLink that you will be able to share with your students. You will right-click and make a copy of this URL to paste in the discussion board section of the class, and you will explain how you will use this activity with your students. Let me close this for just a moment, and let me go back to me. So now you can see my new activity is here on the stages of the butterfly. At any time, I can open this one back up. It shows me the interactive activity. I can also edit it, or I can come back and share it. And that ends this tutorial on how to use ThingLink in your classroom. Great possibilities for this web tool.